If you want to buy a new build in Arizona, here's what you need to know. In this video, we're going to go over the top builders here in Arizona, what the process is like, and what to look out for. Let's get started.
Before we get started, I'm Sean.
I'm Betty.
We're a husband and wife real estate team here in the Phoenix metro area.
If you're thinking of moving to Arizona or you already live here and you want to buy or sell a home that you have, reach out to us. All of our info is down below. We would love to help you.
Don't forget to subscribe. All right, so let's get started.
Before we do that, stay tuned till the end because we have something that we put together that we want to share with you. We'll let you know how to get there at the end of the video. So
yeah, stay tuned for that. So we wanted to do this video to share what we've learned throughout our process of helping families and buy a new build ourselves.
Yeah.
So let's get started. We're gonna talk about some FAQs, the process, what to look out for, all the stuff that you mentioned. But let's start with the top builders in Arizona. So first, let's go with, and I have my notes here, guys, so please stay with us. Top builders by market share. These are the ones that do the most business, they build the most homes. And this is based off 2024. The number one ranked builder was D.R. Horton.
Oh, that's surprising. I mean, I do see a lot of them.
They're one of the largest builders in the country, right? So they have 13% market share. They built 2,800. They closed on 2,800 homes last year. Number two is Lennar, the one we purchased, and we have our thoughts on that. Maybe we'll share. Maybe
and a lot of people do too. If you look up their reviews. It's not just us.
Good point. So they have 11% of market share. Now, if you do go on any new build reviews, they all look pretty rough.
It's usually like one or two people that took the time and like...
Yeah, but it's true stuff.
And this is kind of what is very angry.
Yeah.
And they wrote out everything that they hated about that builder. That's what I have seen in the reviews.
Yeah, no, but a lot of it is fair.
Yes,
so
some of it is accurate.
The couple of things that I want to talk about, so we're not going to go through the whole list. Toll Brothers being 10th, they're 3.5% market share. They're more of the luxury builder. And then Fulton Homes, number 8, 3.7% market share. Fulton Homes is a Arizona-based, locally, like family-owned, mom and pop builder that they do a lot more builds. They're not just like doing 50 builds a year. Last year they did 796 that they closed on. So they're big production, but mom and pop, they've been around for forever here. So it's pretty cool to see Fulton Homes on that. Now,
pause for a second. This is what they own the share in Arizona or across the country?
Arizona.
Okay, let's clarify that.
Good point.
Yeah.
So that's for Arizona. Okay. Now, top 10 builders by consumer reviews. Lennar was not in the top 10 as far as consumer reviews.
It's not even on the list.
Well, they're not. I don't know if they're on the. Yeah.
Well, is it? Is it there?
Well, this is top 10.
No.
This is top 10.
Top 10.
And D.R. Horton was not on it either. D.R. Horton and Lennar are neck and neck in.
So they own the most share, but like
not the best.
Nobody
share.
likes them.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, number one is Beazer Homes. Number two, Fulton Homes, which I agree with.
Yes.
I agree.
Fulton does quality. I do a lot of, we have a TikTok, by the way, if you want to.
Living Life in Arizona.
Yes, if you want to follow us on TikTok, I do a lot of new build home tours. And whenever I go to Fulton, it's always a nice experience. Fulton and Shea. I don't know, Shea is on there?
Shea is not.
Shea does good quality too. Like their models look very nice, very nicely designed. Yeah. You can feel the quality of the work, of the material, of the stuff that they use to build it. You can feel it when you walk into a home.
So Fulton, obviously we 100% agree with. Taylor Morrison's number 3.
Taylor Morrison?
We like.
Yeah, I think to me, I feel like Taylor Morrison, D.R. Horton, Lennar are kind of.
No, Taylor
Morrison is higher, but price point wise, they have like some good price point is what I'm saying. Okay. Like for price point.
Yeah.
Because usually So a lot of the times it's like you see a Lennar and then you see a Taylor Morrison community too in the same area. If it's like developing area, you see like a lot of them close by. So, and usually same price point.
And Pulte, I'll throw out Pulte's good.
Pulte's good.
Ashton Woods, we've had good. I've had good experience. I've sold at Ashton Woods. Toll Brothers is typically good. Don't ask Seneca. I know he has some complaints with it. One of my friends, well, our friend Seneca, not the best reviews he had, but overall they've done well. This is overall, right? There's always going to be instances, and so Lennar and D.R. Horton are on this top 10 for consumer reviews. And do we get real here? Like, what do we do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Okay. So okay.
They're here to.
Lennar and D.R. Horton have the best, what we've noticed recently, and we're going to talk about incentives.
Yes.
We're going to talk about incentives in a little bit because it's very important, and we're going to talk about it. But they usually have the best incentives.
They do. Like, it's unbeatable.
Which is why we bought our house.
You see, it's like the from the rate, from like cash back towards closing, like.
Yeah,
we
let's
just
not get too
our clients get, you know, into like without any money. Yes, there were VA, but like they had some really good incentives. They do. They have it.
They're just not the best, right? Now we live in a Lennar home. Your sisters and mom live in a D.R. Horton home.
Yeah.
Right? And we're not here to talk bad about them. We're just going to talk about the facts.
We're talking about quality.
Yeah.
Quality of stuff that they put in it. Like the carpet. Like, if you could go with the spec. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Like the spec homes. If you go to the design center, they have.
They typically don't have design centers. D.R. Horton and.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah, so it's like they usually spec it out and they choose the stuff, and it's usually
for
not
instance,
the greatest quality.
What is like a kitchen counter, right? For instance, like our kitchen counter. So a typical kitchen counter, the thickness of it is like what? Like this?
Like 4 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches?
Yeah. And which is normal, 3 to 4, whatever it is. We don't know the full specs on it. But the one that we got in our home, when we purchased it, it was like
an inch and
not even an inch.
It was not even an inch.
Not even an inch.
We walked in and I was like, "What happened to the rest of the countertop? Like, where is it?"
And it's not like it was a pretty decently priced home too. So
yes.
So again, we say this with like, it's a pick and choose your battles, right?
Yeah.
Not to say like their quality as far as like construction is horrible or anything like that. It's like their materials sometimes it's not going to be the highest quality, which we accepted. We knew that going in, but we're like, hey, we're getting an insane deal, and we're going to talk about that. But
yeah.
So that's kind of the top 10 for market share and builder and consumer reviews. Now, my favorite is going to be Fulton. I think Fulton.
Or I would
Taylor
say Pulte.
I like Fulton, Taylor Morrison, Pulte, and Shea Homes. Ashton Woods is in there. Toll Brothers is in there. Depends on if you go into Scottsdale, they have like nice ones, and
Pulte gives like traditional vibes when you walk into their mall. Like it's just quality.
So that's kind of our thoughts on that, right?
Don't cancel us.
Yeah.
New builds. We still love you.
Yeah, we do. And guys, like before we keep moving, we talked about wait till the end because we're gonna tell you how you could get this whole guide and everything for the new builds. But if you are looking for a relocation guide, if you're a lot of you guys are out of the state looking to relocate to Arizona, we have a comprehensive relocation guide. So many of you guys have been reaching out for this, and I love it because I worked so hard on it. Well, we did, and
it was mostly you. You led that.
But you added a lot of the content stuff that I didn't think about, like resorts, restaurant, stuff like that you added. But reach out to us, email us at shantjhomes@gmail.com, and just put in relocation guide, and we'll send that to you PDF for free, no questions asked.
It's more like an Arizona guide versus just the relocation guide.
It's an Arizona guide.
It's an Arizona guide.
So reach out to us, we'll send that to you. And subscribe to our channel because we are going to be sharing more videos for you guys to all things Arizona, and we would love for you guys to just be part of our journey with us. So, okay, let's start with the new build process, okay? Now we're gonna go from budget to lot selection. Now this is if you're building. And then we're going to talk about quick move-in after.
Should we go let's talk about quick move-in first, because that's a faster.
No, let's go with the new build. Yeah, because I have the notes here and I don't want to mess myself up. So we're going to talk about lot selection, contracts and deposits, structural choices, design center, build and inspections, and then, build and inspection. So budget first. Do you want to talk about that real quick? And again, we're going to touch on these real quick. It's going to be more comprehensive in the guide that, once you guys will show you how to get it. But yeah, please.
Okay, budget. So if you have a budget in mind, so let's say you want to stay within like under 600,000 or whatever the number that is, then you kind of like narrow down the builders that have that price point. However, keep in mind, so if you're going off of just the price for the home, you might miss out on like builders that are giving really good incentives. So some of them do really good incentives that would bring down your mortgage really low with the rate, with like giving money back, where you can buy a bigger house or a more expensive house for the same payment.
Yes.
That's kind of what happened to us. When we came to the sales, and this is why it's very important to go with your own agent, because they will be asking the right question to the salesperson that works for the builder.
Hang on to that point real quick.
Okay.
To our situation. I want to reiterate, go with your real estate agent.
Yeah.
The first time you walk in, if you're not with your real estate agent, you are just locked in with the salesperson there, and you're basically being represented by the sellers, right? Yeah. And it never works out well for the buyers in most cases. Second, we have access to builders, obviously all the builders, and we kind of know what's going on with incentives and all this stuff. I just want to show, hang on, this is Betty's collection of...
This is my office, by the way. This is where I work.
So this is, she has info on so many, like we have notes and notes of like builders, incentives. So if you want access, guys, reach out to us because we have it right here. But that is why it's important to reach out to an agent, preferably us. But if not, just have your agent go with you to the first appointment. So please, go on with our experience.
All the builders do different incentives different times, and they do price cuts as well. So we have been seeing price cuts. So budget. So we're talking about budget. So
but you want to go back to our experience? How
yes. So when we came to the salesperson, she was going off of what we told her. Okay, so we want to stay within this price point for the home, and she was just looking at the houses, that are in that price point. And she was showing us, because they usually help you tour the spec home or the models. But I found our house on their website because I was like, wait a minute. This is telling me
and it was
that
above our budget.
It was above our budget, but the payment was where we were trying to stay within. And we told her that that's the payment we want, but it didn't register, or I don't know, she just didn't think about it or whatever happened. I was like, this house is a 5-bedroom, it's bigger, it's 2-story, and it's looking like it's going to be the same payment we want, because they had the payment on the website.
And the just for context, the house price difference was around a $75,000 price difference.
Yes, bigger house.
Yeah.
One extra bedroom, one extra bathroom. And they didn't have this house modeled. So they don't always have all of their products modeled, especially like Lennar, for example. So just talk to your agent, about the budget and what you want to spend monthly and what you're kind of trying to stay within overall.
And if you're building from scratch, lot premium, upgrades, all that's going to be has to get added on to that payment. So if you're building from scratch, there's going to be lot premiums. We've seen 0. And I've seen up to $300,000 in lot premiums. Yeah. Right? Again, depends on the neighborhood, community. It could be $5,000, $7,000, $50,000, $300,000.
Yes.
All over the map. So, but that gets lumped into your mortgage and your loan and your purchase price, upgrades and all that. So make sure, get with us or your agent and let's tackle that together. Now, number 2, lot selection. Again, I'm not going to dive too much into this, but basically, sometimes you don't have a choice, right? You have 2 options. Yeah. But the beauty of working with someone like us, or just now you're gonna know, sometimes they have lots that they haven't released yet. Yeah. And it may be more favorable, but when you have a relationship with the builder, like we do, or the sales agent, say, hey, what other lots do you have potentially coming up? Can you put us in line for that? Like when you do release them, or sometimes we're able to get those released before to the public. So it is important where your lot is, right? If corner lot, not backing the main road, all this good stuff. Again, sometimes you're limited to what they have, but very important to have your lot selection. And then that's gonna be based off your lot premium. So if it's not a great lot, you're not gonna pay a premium. As the lot gets nicer, next to a park,
bigger lot,
cul-de-sac, whatever that is, the premium is gonna go up. So keep that in mind. Yes. Contract and deposits. So builders use their own contracts. It is not the Arizona residential real estate purchase agreement. Each builder has their own contract, and it is ironclad. You cannot make changes to it. I've had clients try, I've tried. It is, you take it as is their contract. I mean, maybe there's a 0.1% chance something you could be adjusted for whatever reason, but typically that's it, it's ironclad, right? The other thing is typically these deposits are non-refundable. Now, here's the story, guys, with deposits. So if you're buying a new build, they're gonna have their earnest deposit, right? And if you're watching this, you probably already know what an earnest deposit is. So basically that's a deposit that the builder keeps to say like, hey, we're taking it off the market, and that goes towards your down payment, closing costs, whatever that is. They're gonna hold on to that deposit to ensure you fulfill your duties of the contract. If not, they do have the right to potentially keep that. Now, there's some little ways out of it. That is something, if you guys want information, reach out to us. We could help you out if we're representing you. Otherwise, we can't really discuss it. But if you're building from scratch and you're gonna go to design center, so first you have your earnest deposit, let's say it's $10,000. But then if you're gonna build and choose upgrades, structurals, all this stuff, it could be a percentage of that as well. So if you add 100,000 in upgrades, they could add another 20% after X amount of days that you have to pay. Because here's the reason, guys, because I worked for a new build. They're ordering all the material. They are going to get permits for that house because you decided, hey, I want this house, this lot, start building on it. So they're investing money. In the grand scheme of things, they probably have all the material already. Yeah. But to us,
go to Home Depot and buy that.
Yeah. They say they're ordering it. Okay, sure, cool. But they may be. If you're going to design center, yes. Unless they have it at a warehouse, probably somewhere. But they're going to want that part of that money because they're going to start building on it. And if you end up leaving and say, I don't want this, now they're stuck with the house that you designed. That may not be favorable to the public. So they want to have some security there. So that's why the contract and deposits are that. Now, structural choices. Now, some builders allow you to do structural choices, some don't. Lennar D.R. Horton, you're not doing structural. It is what it is. The builders like Fulton, Shea, Taylor Morrison, you're able to potentially move walls, open up stuff, change layouts, customize it a little bit. Toll Brothers has that options. So that is something the sales agent, the first time when you're building out the house, picking out your lot, that's when you do that stuff up front. Every builder is a little bit different. Now, you make your choices as far as the lot, structural, electrical, all that stuff in the first initial appointment with the sales agent. Then they give you your design center appointment to go to a couple of weeks typically after. And it's a fun time.
Yeah, that's when you pick your flooring, your paint, your countertops, your cabinets.
Through their options they have.
Yeah, it's not like unlimited. Like someone will help you kind of like guide you through, okay, these kind of look good together. So you get to have fun and pick what you want your house to look like or feel like. Inside the finishes.
Please take us with you to your design center.
And yes, don't go spending like 70, like so much money on like.
Yeah, because also a lot of times, and people pick designs that they like, which is great, which you should, but a lot of times it doesn't translate well to the public when you try to resell it.
Yeah.
So we would be here to guide you, to help you with like, hey, look at this option maybe instead of this color, or this flooring instead of this flooring. We're here to help guide you. So it's super important.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the fun part of the whole process.
Yeah.
For me. It could be stressful just for some people.
Yeah, but I think
there's someone there to help you. They give you their expertise.
I think you do like the best job. To be honest, I'm a little biased, but I think you do the best job.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I think you do the best job, and I think better than the design center, even though that's their job. But I think you know what buyers love.
Yeah.
They go off what people are picking at their model, like in their build.
Yeah.
We're in the masses.
How to make the house you're building a home, like with everything being cohesive.
Yes. Yeah. So last one for the build process is build and inspections. So now these homes are inspected, right? City inspections. They have quality control QC. But sometimes I'm like, who even walked through this house? Because it's like, how did you miss this big hole in the wall? Like nobody, and actually like a lot of the managers, upper level people from those like the new build companies, they walk the homes. But sometimes I'm like, what did you walk?
Yeah. Did you have blindfolds on?
Because sometimes like, I'm like, how did we miss this hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Like whatever. So what we recommend, and the builders are not going to tell you this typically, right? They may ask. Some builders don't even allow it, but most do, is pre-drywall inspection. So when they put the framing up in the house, you want your independent inspector there. Now, if you're buying, which we're going to talk about, quick move-ins, you don't have, that's fine.
It's already done.
It's done. Just like a regular house that you buy resale in the resale market. But if you're able to do one before the drywall goes up, you have the framing, the inspector will be able to see things that maybe the city inspector missed, right?
Yeah.
So we recommend getting the pre-drywall inspection and then the final inspection a week before your final walkthrough. Get your own inspection with an inspector just to make sure you're gonna walk through it, and we'll talk about that blue tape process. Actually, let's talk about that right now. You want to talk about that? Because you love that part.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you get an inspector and they will kind of do an inspection just like you do for a resale home. They go through and they do their thing and they give you the report, and then we take that to the project manager and we say, hey, this is the stuff that our inspector found, fix it. What's great about the builders, they will fix everything that's on the list, no questions asked. But then you gotta follow through to make sure that they actually did it. Sometimes they say they did it, but they didn't. But I like the final walkthroughs for new builds because like you could just like, it's simple stuff, but you can like point out a lot of things for them to fix. So dings on the wall when they're like, or like a paint is not, for example, the last one I did, they forgot to paint the inside of the closet wall. So if you didn't open the closet door and look inside, you wouldn't know. It's like it was in the corner. So you have to have like laser eyes.
Which she does.
And you just go through and you say this, that, and then they blue tape it, and then they will take care of it, and they'll have someone kind of go through and check that everything was done, and then you go back and then you check yourself because you're doing the walkthrough. You kind of can see it and then check that everything was done. Let me say this. That's great. You're gonna find a lot of stuff, but you're not gonna find everything. Like even with us when we bought this house, like you're gonna have to live in the house to be like, oh, I forgot, I didn't see this, or I didn't see that. It's not possible to see like everything because you're not spending a lot of time in the home.
We have a few more, and then we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
But inspections, 100% worth it.
Inspections and final walkthrough.
So now let's talk about quick move-ins. But before we do, that was a lot, new build process, and there's so much more. So if you guys are wanting more information or kind of sit down with us, set up a 15-minute Zoom call, reach out to us. Our information is in the bio. You could set up a quick 15-minute call with us. So many of you guys have been, and we could help you with the process and answer any like direct questions you may have that we just didn't really go deep, because I could go on for an hour on this stuff.
Yeah, and we're not gonna.
Yeah.
With some stuff we're gonna miss, but just ask.
So quick move-ins, different than buying from build, right? So these are homes that they have already, depends on the builder. Lennar, they only do quick move-ins, right? They build them, put them out, build them, put them out. D.R. Horton, very similar. Now the other builders, you'll have quick move-ins. And why they have quick move-ins is they want inventory and they want to move it, right? So here's the thing. Sometimes someone does buy it, purchases the lot, puts the design, they start building it, and then they cancel. Stuff happens, life happens, so that will come on as a quicker move-in home. Then just the builders want to have quick move-in inventory available because not everyone wants to wait 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, to cater to those clients that are just want a house to get into, kind of like a resale process, but it's you know.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about
a month you'll be in the home.
The new build process. If you're building from scratch, it could take 6 to 12 months. Quick move-ins are quick move-in, and you could close in 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's now we're going to get to incentives. Well, actually, that's a good segue. Let's talk about incentives. They're different for the new builds and then the quick move-ins.
Yes.
So you want to talk a little bit?
Yes. Usually the quick move-ins have the biggest incentives.
The best.
They're trying to push them out, especially like towards the end of their fiscal year or whatever. So they will definitely be willing to kind of like get it going. But I have seen some incentives on build out too, but you have to be locked in. Like I've seen some rate incentive.
Really?
Yes, I have.
It's typically though, so yeah, which builder was it?
I think it was Shea.
Okay. So typically for new builds, if it's not an incentive rate, which that's going to be for the quicker move-ins where they're going to have very aggressive incentives. The new builds, typically they're going to give you money for upgrades, closing costs, and that's really kind of about it.
Yeah, but I mean, it does happen, and that's why it's very important to go with an agent.
I didn't even know that.
So the agent will know that
some builders have it.
Some builders are doing this. This is your price point. Let's go check out this community instead of this one, because when you're going to the new builds, we're kind of going off topic. When you're going to that builder, they're not going to give you the other options out there. So your agent, AKA us, will let you know, like, hey, because we're going to these new builds, and kind of I do a lot
every week.
And I know, and these change all the time. Hey, this builder is doing a good rate. It's a good location. It's like it's gonna be a good spot. Like we'll kind of like show you that, and then instead of just the other builders. So, anyways, what was I saying? I forgot.
Just the incentives, like
So there are some really good money to be saved, more towards the quick move-in versus build out.
The quick move-in, for instance, the couple we just helped in Santan Valley, what was it, 3.75?
They got 3.75.
30-year fixed, 3.75, closing costs covered, no money out of pocket. I mean, that was a Lennar home. Again, they're very aggressive with their incentives. Now, a couple of things you mentioned. When you go to a new build sales agent, they're not going to tell you about the other ones around them, what's going on.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
But however, which I worked at a new home sales, they are supposed to have a binder of all the other competition in the area. They're supposed to keep track of their incentives, their rates, and they have a binder. You're probably never going to see it. It's hidden in the office because
it's probably in a vault.
And they have to keep information to know what their competition is doing. So they know, but they're not going to share.
They're not going to tell you.
If you are wanting information on like, hey, how do I keep track of all these incentives? Who has the best? What's going on? They do change weekly, bi-weekly, whatever that is. Every builder is different. Reach out to us. Our information is below. We have access to, we're able to get up-to-date information. If you're like, hey, I want this incentive, we'll keep an eye out for you guys, and we'll know who's having it, who's not, what part of the valley.
Or in general, if you have like, okay, a price in mind, an area in mind, I don't know which builders to go with, give me all the builders that have good incentives, we'll send it to you.
Yeah, so very important, reach out to us. We'd love to help you guys out there. Next, the warranties, builder warranties. I'm not gonna touch too long on this. A lot of them are different, but generally it's a 1-2-10 warranty. Betty, you were talking about the 1 year workmanship and material, so you want to talk about that, the 1 year, where after your 1 year, you get someone to come out.
Yeah, so what I would do, you buy it, you're living in it, there's like stuff, write it down, so you remember where they are, and at the end of the 1 year, you have your list. They'll come out, you
to
walk
submit it
with
before
them.
the 1 year expires. You have to.
Yes, and you'll get an email and you'll get some communication saying like, hey, let's schedule your appointment. So someone from the builder will come out and you walk the home with them, and they tape or write down what it is, and then they'll coordinate the team that's going to come and fix it. Here's what sometimes happens with the builders that are not like super efficient with that. You submit the request, you do it, and then they will like send someone out, like, because they're contracting some of these teams that kind of work on it. It's a lot of miscommunication. So the person who does the stucco is different than the person who does the inside, like the drywall or whatever it may be. So it's like you're gonna have different groups coming in and out, and then sometimes they don't show up. Like it happened to us. We had a crack out. I think it was on the stucco.
I think it's still there.
Yeah, no one showed up.
And so you have to be really on them. So that's.
And then our rep guy just gave up. He was just like, "It's gonna be."
So that is something you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
It's kind of the builder and community dependent on the construction manager, who you're dealing with, the warranty rep person.
Yes.
So that's the 1 year, and you could also get another inspection, independent inspector before your 1 year. I recommend it. Get that so you have another list that you could send to them. Then,
and I think, can we pause for a second? I think that's where most of the frustration comes from for people.
That's the bad reviews.
Because it's like the bad reviews come from the after the fact. Because the salesperson, it's a good experience. Like unless there's like crazy delays in the build, which doesn't happen right now. But that's where the most of the negative reviews come from, is that they didn't fix what they said they were gonna fix.
Yes. And then the other is the 1, 2, 10. The 2 is the 2 year major systems, right? Like water heater, plumbing, electrical, AC. Even though AC, you'll get an independent warranty that if you do it, I think within 30 days of you purchasing the house, you have to sign up for the AC warranty and all the other warranties that they give you through the company. But the builder will give you a 2 year and then 10-year structural. So foundation, all that stuff, the builder will give you a 10-year structural.
And please do that, because our house is only 3 years, not even 3 years old. We had AC issues because we have 2 units. We had AC, like how many, like 4 or 5 times we had to like get the.
And they came out and they fixed it.
They fixed it, but like.
But that's why
brand new AC.
Yeah, but it happens. That's why get the warranty.
Get the warranty, yes.
Right away.
Yeah.
So that's the builder warranties. Second thing, the last thing, and then we'll talk about some FAQs and then how to get this whole guide for you guys. Make sure the home is efficient. That's a broad statement, but it does make a difference. And when you go to the new builds, they'll tell you their rating, the SIR rating, and all that. Like our house seems really efficient, which helps out in your electric bill. So definitely make sure you are actually looking and comparing the different homes with the SIR ratings, make sure they're efficient.
Especially if you're buying a bigger house.
Yeah, and especially in Arizona. You want to make sure the heat stays out. So some FAQs. How long does a new build take? So again, I talked about it real quick, 6 to 12 months, depending on the builder and the customization. If you are looking at Toll Brothers, they're usually 10 to 12 months out. Right? Every community is a bit different. Every builder is different. Some build it super fast. If they're like, oh, we'll be done in 4 to 5 months, red flag, right? I mean, some of them, they have a lot of crews and they move fast, but just be wary of that. Second one, which we talked about it, FAQ, do I need an inspector? Yes. Hire your own third-party inspector. We have inspection company referrals that we could help you with. There's that one guy on TikTok, I believe. He's the new build inspector that he just exposes all the new build. I think he's banned from a few new build companies from what I've heard. He's booked out for months. So
is he the one that he did here, or Leonard?
Yeah. He is booked out for months, so it's really hard to get through it because he's just super booked out. But yes, get your own inspector. Can I use my own lender? Yes, you can. We didn't talk about this actually. You can use your own lender. However, if you do, you lose the incentives that the new build offers. So if you're gonna get the incentives from the new build, you have to use their lender. That's how they work. So what if my build is delayed? So that's a great question because it has happened. That's where you have
regarding what though?
Like if they're like, oh, it's going to be done in January, but then it's not. It gets delayed.
Yeah.
So
what's the concern other than like, okay, living situation?
Rate lock.
Right, yeah.
It could expire, right? Because now that is something you're going to have to like talk to them. That's why I have your own agent with you, because they may be able to extend it, but they may not be, right? So that every builder has a little bit different in their contract, but I would say if it is delayed, make sure you read their contract, what it says, what happens, because you could potentially move to another lot depending on your situation and stuff. So it gets very complicated, but
it's case by case.
Case by case, but read the contract because it'll tell you what happens. Next one, which I think you kind of touched on this, are builder warranties reliable? Yes and no. Yes, but it's like you have to be on top of them.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, they do work. It's just
they will come out. Yes, you fix whatever.
Yeah. But it's a good peace of mind compared to resale. When you move into resale, it is what it is. At least this, you have the extra layer of protection.
I mean, you could buy a home warranty with the resale.
Yeah, it just doesn't cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah, major stuff.
So overall, we're a big proponent of new builds.
Yes, I do like new builds. It's a good experience. You're kind of like, you can put your own touch to it. If you're building, it could be exactly how you want it. One thing we didn't touch on, the backyards. It's usually dirt. So you got to budget in.
That should have been an FAQ.
Yes.
I'm going to write that down.
What some do, rock the backyard, like they just put like gravel on it, but most of them, it's just a dirt lot. So if you're short on cash, just budget for that as well, that you're gonna spend money on your backyard. And nowadays backyards are expensive.
Yeah, I would recommend just rocking it for now in the interim if it's dirt, just so if you have pets or whatever, at least they can go outside. Because it's rough if it's dirt and you have pets or kids even going outside. So that's a good catch. So overall, if you are looking for new builds and you want more information, like Betty, you mentioned the guide, the new build, I don't even know what we're calling it yet, but it's your all-intensive new build guide.
Your new build buying plan.
Yeah, we'll come up with a better name. we're kind of thinking as we go, but we have it. There's a link in the bio, click it, and you'll sign up, put your email, and we'll send you the guide, no questions asked. And stay tuned because we are creating, I don't think you know yet, but we are creating Arizona Living Newsletter. Where it is all intensive. Yeah. It's just a little bit of real estate, but a lot of what's happening, what's coming, events going on that are super like cool and fun, new restaurants, new things, new beach that opened up here. Whatever it is, we're gonna have a guide for you that comes out monthly. It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be super informative. So if you live here, you're gonna want it. And if you don't live here and you're looking to move to Arizona, it's gonna be great because you're gonna be up to date with what's happening in Arizona. Yeah. So many things. It's like, the funny thing was like, we'll never run out of content because Arizona is growing so fast.
Yeah.
There's so much happening. So keep an eye out for that one. Again, we appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe to our channel, and reach out to us if you have any questions about moving to Arizona, you live here, buy, sell, whatever that is. We'd love to help you guys out.
And share this video with your friends if they're looking to buy a new build.
Yeah.
We help anyone and everyone. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.